Hey, you heard?
Yes,
Welcome.
So excited that you guys are here, man.
Yeah,
We're
man.
pumped up. Welcome to the 7 extreme ways to recreating a powerful
self-image.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are just as pumped as we are. This is going to be an outstanding webinar. We're pumped up, excited. But before we get into it, let's introduce ourselves. Let's start off over here.
Well, I am JDC, Jana DeServo. How are you?
Yeah, you're looking good.
Thank
I
you.
like that.
Thank you.
I'm JDC. How are you? Shihan DeServo and or J DeServo.
You got all his
Got it
AKAs.
right.
I know. And I'm Cassandra Lee, guys. I'm pumped up and excited to be here. And this
My
is,
name is Policy Q. Pow. Low.
you already know.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Man, we're pumped up and excited, guys. So let's talk about this. This is the 7 extreme ways to recreate a powerful self-image. So what is tonight's webinar going to entail? Is it, we've gotten asked the question, is it more mental stuff? Is it physical stuff? What
Yeah,
exactly
there was a
tonight?
lot of questions.
Yeah.
Lots of questions.
We wanted to keep it ambiguous for you guys.
Yeah.
Keep it like ninja status. But
Just status, man.
yeah, but
Status.
no, I think it's a mixture of everything, right?
Mhm.
A mixture of the mind, a mixture of the body, physically, mentally, spiritually,
Yes.
right? Would you say?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
that's pretty
definitely
much
would
it.
agree with that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's what we want you to do, okay? I want to make sure that you are in an environment that is conducive to learning, okay? So if there is people talking around you, maybe you're around family, I want you to go to another room, be in a nice, quiet environment so you can really gain everything that we have to share here, and you can really learn from everything that's going to be said. So get your notebooks out, get a pen out, get your attention on, get your excitement on, because everything is going to be going on pretty well here tonight.
Yes,
right?
So
absolutely.
we just got 2 more people on. So hi, 1 dropped off.
It's
But,
good.
another thing, if you are in a crowded place or a noisy place or whatever, you can always plug in
Yeah, absolutely.
so that you
Definitely
can,
plug in.
avoid distractions.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
I agree.
I'm very excited to be here.
It's good. So
So, thank you for being part of this webinar today.
Yeah.
Thank you for being there. And another one just came on, so thank you. Let's wait a couple of more minutes. For more
yeah,
people to
we're
get
not
on.
going to go live yet.
Uh,
But what I do want to talk
I'm
about
excited.
before we go into the meat and stuff is,
Yeah.
what to expect here, okay? If you've never been on a webinar, this is actually the first webinar that we're doing, I think, together. And,
I think so.
yeah, like this is the first extreme
First
webinar.
extreme.
So let's talk it up for them. That's
Yeah.
exciting. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
So what to expect? Can you ask questions? Absolutely. What are we gonna say? No. No, right? Ask
Yeah,
questions.
ask questions.
We want to know your thoughts throughout the entire night. Give us feedback.
Yes.
Put it in the comments below.
That, right? So then he can kind of check out.
Yeah. So give him the line link. Well, he doesn't have. No, I do this.
They can write it there.
Yeah,
right?
we can write it here. I can actually get on so that way I can see it.
Yes.
So
Good
yeah,
questions. Can everybody hear well?
Yeah.
How can they?
I'm gonna go on right now,
All right,
and I'm
so-
gonna see how everyone's doing in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So this is the first extreme webinar, one of many more to come.
Yes.
Yeah, this is just the beginning, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Hey, I'm excited because this thing is changing people's lives already.
Yeah.
It hasn't even launched yet. It's on kind of like what do you call that?
It's on the DL, maybe.
Yeah, it's picking up, but it's like a pilot right now. You know what I mean? Like people are trying it out, and everywhere that I've been.
Beta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been
Yeah, we're live. We're
sharing
doing
it with people and helping people not only at the dojos but people that I know that I'm kind of like helping on the one-on-one kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And the response has been like, wow. But what it did for me is why I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Because if it did it for me, it's gonna do it for the
Everyone.
masses.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
out
agree.
there.
I agree.
And at 50 years old, you would think like, nah, you can't do that. You can't get in shape like that. But you can. You can. Actually, I was speaking to 2 people last night who are much older than me. And,
just to clarify.
just to clarify, they're in the late 60s, all right? And I was sharing with them the extreme workout, SMA extreme workout, and I was telling them look, I guarantee that this workout, this program will give you back 20 years of your life.
Wow.
You're gonna regress 20 years. You're
Wow.
gonna feel better.
That's exciting.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man.
What does that mean to the 20-year-olds?
Look, for 20 seriously, 20-year-olds are not that strong yet. Even though they are, even though they are, no, seriously. You know what? If you're 20 years old, man, it's gonna make you like diesel.
You know what? I was actually having this conversation with him, and I was saying to him about how, like, when people start getting fit, whether they start young or they start at an older age, I feel like what happens is like we meet. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because
it
time
brings
frames
down.
collapse.
Yeah, it's like the older people, they get more energetic, and then the younger people, it's almost as if we mature in a way.
Yeah,
we
that's-
start crying.
That's
You know what
actually
I mean?
funny. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny. That's good that you say that. Yeah, that's really good that you say that.
Yeah, but you know,
'Cause I was-
activity gives you life.
Yeah.
Inactivity takes your life.
Yeah,
So,
that's good.
you know.
That's good. I was looking
It's
at
kinda
the.
cool
It's like, ouch.
Yeah,
It is.
ooh,
Like,
how many
ouch.
of you have been doing nothing? No, I'm just kidding.
But we got more people came on. Well, thank you for being here. I promise you won't be disappointed with what we're gonna be sharing with you today. But real quick, can I share my personal experience?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
Let
man.
everyone know why you
Yeah.
even decided
Well,
to do this.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
you know,
yeah,
well,
wow, man.
This is beautiful. Well, a lot of people know that are around because I share it with them. I'm so excited about it, right? But for those who don't know me,
Oh, real quick. We all know that he's very shy,
yeah, okay.
very introverted.
Yeah.
So, we need to like boost him up to get him out of his shell.
Yeah, well, not anymore. So, but this thing has really changed my life. Okay, for 7 years I didn't train. All right, and what happened is that in those 7 years I lost a lot of the abilities that as a martial artist you would have gained and developed even better. So instead of me getting further up, I regressed, right? And so then I got back into it 7 years later. And I think that got frozen right there.
That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
just
pretty
keep
cool.
going.
Yeah, don't worry.
So what happened is that seven years later, I got back into it, and I'm like having all this pain. I can't even teach classes. I can't even do a front kick. Standing was painful. All right.
And it was painful to watch, actually.
Yeah. And then driving was a problem because from my gas pedal shifting to my brake pedal was painful.
Wow.
Yeah, that little movement
Yeah.
like that with the foot was very painful.
Yeah, but people, for real, like, we would be walking down the street and he would just be like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
And I had
Yeah,
to
it was
stop
rough.
and sit down and all that. Yeah.
that's tough.
So anyway, I learned about nutrition. I learned about supplements. I learned about different types of exercises and all of that. I did a good research, and I learned a lot about myself, right? And so I started with a 7-minute, like a 7-minute format training, and I did that 7-minute stuff for like a good year, just 7 minutes.
Like
Didn't do it-
every day.
Yeah, every day. Yeah, it was every day for a good year. I was like 9 to 12 months. If it wasn't a whole year exactly, it was really pretty up there. But every day, even when I didn't feel like doing it, I did it.
Wow.
And yeah, I disciplined myself to actually do it. And then I started to see the progress.
Yeah.
And then I got certified in nutrition, performance nutrition.
Nice.
So eating for performance.
Nice.
And I fell in love with it. And I learned that I was eating wrong and that was hurting me. So I went to doctors and all that, and they took x-rays and all that, and everybody in the martial arts circle, when you get to a certain age, hip replacement comes around because they didn't do it right.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm very extremely cautious with teaching all my students about proper form, because if you don't take care of that now, later you're gonna have to deal with it. So proper form takes care of things now, so you don't have to deal with issues later. And I pride myself in that, and I want SMA to be like the best place for that. And I'm teaching all the instructors to follow that, safety first, everything else later.
So would you say that your personal experience is what really, made you a little bit more passionate about getting this message out there to everyone here?
Yeah,
tonight?
I'm living life again.
Yeah.
Like I'm alive.
That's
I was
awesome.
depressed. Like through all that time, that year and a half that I went through, I was depressed. and low energy and just kind of like thinking like my life was over in terms of martial arts. And if martial arts is over, then it's kind of like my life is over.
Right.
Wow.
Because this is what I love, you know?
Yeah.
And so if I can't do this, oh man. Anyway, I'm even thinking about competing now.
Oh, whoa, take it down a notch, Dad. Take it down a notch.
All right. In the seniors division.
You know,
15 over.
this is awesome, man. So I'm excited though that this message is for everyone, right? Would you say this is not?
It's for everybody. I mean, it's gonna help you. If you're young, it's gonna help you. If you're old, it's gonna help you. If you're in the middle, it's gonna help you. It's just gonna help you. You know, you can't go wrong. You just can't.
Yeah, it's for everybody. I mean, I have one of my newest protege, Isaac, who's like in tip-top shape, you know, and this guy is like I love this guy, you know, the way he trains and his work ethic on the floor.
Weird-looking guy?
He trains like a caveman.
Isaac Wolf.
It is that weird. Just everybody asks, where did you find him? Where did you get him from?
Yeah. Well, I put him through a lot of this stuff, and he loves it, you know. So you know, that would be the extreme level, and I want to get regular people to the extreme level.
Man, if you're following us on Instagram at @I_am_extreme without the E, right?
Yeah,
without the E, you'll see posts of you know, our extreme ambassador Isaac. You'll see posts of other extreme ambassadors as well. And you'll see exactly what you know JDC's talking about. So
I want to do that. I want to get the average person to the extreme level.
Yeah.
At least to even try.
Can you imagine though? Like imagine yourself right now. If you're watching, all right, I want you to imagine yourself like the extreme version of you.
Yeah.
Like imagine you like, you know, one time I was actually having a conversation with Isaac and he said, you know, I can't really remember the last time I couldn't do an exercise. You know, and I thought that was really powerful when you said that, because I want you to, like, for you out there, I want you to imagine that. Imagine we throw any exercise out there and you can do it. Like, it doesn't hurt. You can handle it. You feel good. Like if I say fly, you can freaking fly. You know what I mean? Imagine the extreme version of you. How does that feel? And put it in the comments below, because there's other people there. Put it in the comments below. Say, man, it feels awesome. I can't wait to be like that, right? Put it in the comments below. Let us know how you think it would feel if you were to be the extreme version of yourself.
Yeah,
right?
Put it in the comments right now.
No.
Hey, thank you for being here.
Yeah,
absolutely. Some new people got on. Thank you for being part of this. So look, I'm totally pumped.
You're pumped?
I'm ready.
Let's do it, man. Hit us with the knowledge.
Well, before you hit it with the knowledge, I want to know if they actually want to hear it, because like they're pretty silent out there. You gotta put in say, I want to know,
guys.
Let us know.
Make some noise.
If you want us to know, if you want to know the 7 extreme ways already, put it in the comments.
Okay.
You know?
Are you guys on?
Jennifer's on. Are you guys on? We're on, girl.
Yeah. So I mean, look, you know, guys, you know, this is gonna be really good stuff that he's gonna be sharing. You know why? Because this man has experience, right? You know, Warren Buffett said, you know, we learn through mistakes, but the mistakes doesn't have to be ours, right?
Yeah.
Which means that he's gonna be sharing with you guys not only the good stuff, but he's gonna be sharing with you guys his experience. He's gonna be sharing with you guys the stuff that he's literally tested on himself to not just live an amazing life, a quality life, but to really feel like he's just crushing it, man. I mean, you know, sometimes we don't know that health is a blessing until it's gone.
Right.
You know
Oh man, I can definitely attest to that.
Yeah. So
for real.
she can tell, you know, she can attest to that. So guys, I want you guys to understand whether maybe you are feeling healthy, maybe you're at that level. We want to show you. JDC Win is going to show you.
Whoever he is.
He's going to show you some really powerful stuff. He and she, right? Because they're JDC fans. JDC Square.
It's us.
JDC
Square. We have lots of nicknames.
JDC
lots
Square.
of AKAs.
So I'm excited.
They're excited. Right?
Hit us with the knowledge.
You know, I want to set up the stage with the first one. Okay. Now this is
Drop the
Before you
knowledge.
go.
Yep.
So Dr. Mo said, drop the knowledge, and she would feel amazing if she was her extreme self.
okay.
for
Well, you
You
know,
would.
this is I want to meet you, and I want to take you step by step to that level. You know, because I'm doing it for me. I can definitely show you how to do it, right? But look, this is how it starts, right? The first thing is most people don't realize that the image they have about themselves is holding them back. All right. So the first thing here is the way you see yourself is exactly the reason why you are where you're at right now.
Damn.
All right. So, most people drive a car because they see it everywhere. So before they have a car, they know they're going to drive it. Before they have a license, they know they're going to drive. It's not even a question. It's like, parents tell the kids, when you get to driving age, they don't go, do you think you'll be able to drive? You know what I mean? It's already a given, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to believe. It's all around you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But what about for your life? What about for where you want to go in life? For the kind of health you want to have? For the kind of shape you want to be in? For the kind of quality of life you want to have? What do you believe? And so where you're at right now is exactly where you're supposed to be based on the way you see yourself. And a great example of that is my little students. Like kids are amazing for this. And I love to use them as an example because they don't have to fight the craziness that adults have to fight. They just believe.
Yeah, man, kids are awesome.
That's it. They just believe, right? And so if they, you tell them to do a certain technique and they're like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. I can coach them immediately to be able to do it.
Right.
They believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Transformation is immediate.
Right there.
Yeah.
So they'll do XYZ drill based on how they see themselves. Then I help them to see themselves better.
Mm-hmm.
So I do an exercise with them real quick right there. And you can see the transformation right there on the spot.
Immediate.
Significant change in their performance, significant change in their self-esteem, and significant change in their affect immediately. That's like that. That's like instant.
For real.
Yeah.
And I get a kick out of that. So, the way you see yourself is very important to where you are right now, which means that if you want to go somewhere better meaning whatever that is for you, okay, it's important to change the way you see yourself.
That's beautiful.
Quickly.
I did like there's this formula I read somewhere, and it's so congruent with what you're talking about, which is saying how like your belief equals your attitude, and then your attitude equals your actions, and then your actions equal your results, and then your results equal your manifested lifestyle. And so it goes back to what you're saying, because it starts off with what do you think about yourself, how do you see yourself, and that's how you perform. You know?
Yeah.
Which is so powerful. I mean, if you thought just the first one alone was extreme, put that in the comments, right? Like if that was a big eye opener to you, let us know. Give us your feedback, because that's deep, man.
Well, I just want to add something to that. It's not necessarily even just that. Like if you see yourself, then you're going to become that. Okay, right. You can look at yourself and be frustrated with yourself and want to change so bad, right? Mm-hmm. But because you have a negative outlook on the way you look, you don't actually get to see those changes in your body, even though you're working towards it.
That's so good, man. That's so good.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So there's quite a few exercises that I can teach a person just on that one alone, because it's easy to read it and say, oh yeah, but how do you do that? I can teach somebody several ones that they can use and instantly create a change in their life.
Yeah.
Like that power. And I love that. That's what I love about it, if you go through situations or if you go through challenges, most people stop seeing themselves a certain way. They begin to doubt. They begin to question.
Right. Talk about that.
Yeah, they begin to know, like, for example, let's just say somebody who's in tip-top shape, well, I could never be like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could never get to that level, but I know I can get to here. So the limitations kick in quick because they don't see themselves any way further. Mm-hmm. They haven't learned how to drive their mind to that level, which then will drive their results to that level. It's all in the mind first.
Absolutely.
So those are exercises that can definitely get you there. And I'm struggling a little bit with the verbiage that I want to use for that, because, simply to say to yourself, well, I'm going to start seeing myself different. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to do it, because
it goes deeper.
Well, the thing is that you ever seen a snake like this? The snake is always on the floor.
Yeah.
And your feet are always on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And see, those thoughts come like snakes.
Wow.
And when they bite your heel, pop, they begin to work in you.
Wow.
And then eventually they come to your head.
Man, that's so powerful.
And then you
That's
become.
good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good, man. That's
So,
really good.
so that's what happens. So it's
I
nice.
don't want to get bit by a snake.
No, both literally and figuratively.
Yeah. Well, that the powerful self-image becomes a very weak image when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So so how do you, somebody who right now who's like down in the gutter, right? They're not feeling too good about themselves. They're doubting themselves, right? How do you prevent yourself from? Because sometimes we're unaware. Sometimes we're like, oh, everything's good. Next week we're like, what happened? Like where in my week did this? How did I let this arise? Like, where did I go wrong? Like, is there a way where you can, number one, be aware that it's happening, and number two, even protect it from ever happening?
Yeah, a checkup from the neck up. That's what I always say, right?
Yeah.
You got to check yourself out, and there's two ways you can do that.
Write this down.
One, you can
write this down.
You can have your own awareness. That you ask yourself questions, right? But the most important one is the second one. The second one is where you actually open yourself up to somebody whom you can trust and ask them.
Right.
Yeah, that's the most important because there's only so much you can do on your own.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a support system. Everybody needs somebody that they can bounce ideas off of, bounce thoughts off of, to make sure that your perception is actually true, because perceptions can be, a little hazy, if you will, so it's always good to be able to, bounce thoughts and ideas.
And get that third person perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. So let's move on to the second extreme way, So now that we have the first one, which is the way you see yourself, right?
Yeah.
What would be the second extreme way to recreate a powerful self-image?
Man, I love this one.
You love this one?
I do.
Is this your favorite of all?
This is my favorite of all. because I used to be a person that was very reactive.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a person that I only knew how to handle things one way. It was very, there was no other dimension except for one way, and that was through my emotions. It was through either anger or extreme action of the anger. That was the only way I knew.
It was either hot or cold.
That's it.
That's it.
Very poor like that.
Yeah.
So that's why this is my favorite. I remember one day a lady came and pulled me to the side and said, you're gonna die of anger. And I said, what? And she said,
oh, no.
you won't make it long like that. You will die of anger. And that made me think. That made me really kind of like doing a checkup from my neck up there, and then I had to do a checkup down to my heart, right? And so I realized that. So my second one here is that you have the first one and you work on that and you make it so intact that there no storm, no trial will shake that from you. No matter who points a finger at you, says whatever, you are who you are. That unshakable. So the second one connects to your emotions. What is your self-control? The only thing you can control is yourself, no one else. You can't control people.
Right.
You can't control circumstances.
Right.
You can't control outcomes. They are what they are,
Mhm.
okay? You can't control experiences. They're gonna be what they are. You can't control anything. But the only thing that you can actually control is your emotions.
Wow.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now, feelings are meant to be felt, but they're not always meant to be acted on. All right?
Say it again. Please say that again.
Say that again.
Wait, what was
feelings,
that?
feelings are meant to be felt, but they're not always meant to be acted on.
Ooh.
Right.
So I can feel
right.
angry, but it doesn't mean I have to act angry.
So you mean
I
like
can feel humiliated, but it doesn't mean I have to act humiliated. I could feel frustrated, but it doesn't mean I have to act on my frustration. Because all those are a trap. And they're a self-sabotaging trap.
Man, and we're all guilty of this, right?
Sure,
Like,
absolutely.
we can all relate to that.
Yeah.
Because we're all human beings. You know what I mean?
Oh man, that's good, man.
Like,
that's so good.
You know, like they say, count to 10 before you.
Yeah.
Turn into a
You know,
Yeah.
I was actually reading a book. I forgot the name. Oh, When I'm Dead. You'll know I'm dead when I stop talking. That's
Correct,
right?
yes.
Talk to you about it.
Right.
But he said, you know, at the end of it all, he had so many good things. But at the end of it all, he's like, I forgot he got interviewed. He's like, I forgot to say this in the book. And he's like, you know, whenever you're going through something and you want to react so bad, my biggest advice is to go home, go to sleep, and if you still feel the same way, then act on it. But most of the times you just won't feel the same way. And that's so true, man. It's just like, take a step back. You know?
Well, some people are very childish when it comes to this. This is where you have to reverse now.
Yeah.
You know, for the first one, you need to be like a child, and for this one, you need to grow up.
Right.
That's
good.
You need to step up. You need to mature.
It's a balance.
Right?
A yo-yo.
Yeah.
Well, here it is. A lot of kids, when they're upset, they're gonna be upset for hours, days. You know, they hold a grudge.
Kids?
They're gonna hold. Yeah.
Minutes.
Kids.
Yeah.
Minutes,
So-
babe. Minutes.
No. So adults have to learn the opposite, right? So what happens is that you need to be aware of the kind of thinking that comes in your mind.
Yeah.
All right. You need to make an assessment of your thought life. All right. Because the thought life comes from the emotions.
Yeah.
And the emotions induce certain thoughts. And so they work together. So if you want to change the thinking, you need to change the emotion. If you want to change the emotion, you change the thinking. Right? So self-control in that area is paramount. And there are steps to do that. I mean, I have so many steps to do that, so many ways that I can do that, moment by moment, time by time, that I can actually do that so that I can stay in control.
Yeah. You know, you actually taught me when I was a kid was never make permanent decisions based off of temporary situations.
That's another good one, guys. Write that one
That's
down.
like that's so huge. Like that's engraved in my head when you taught me that, you know? Because it's so true. How many times do you want to make a permanent decision off of, you know, such a temporal moment? You know?
Yeah.
So it's key, you know. Now if I'm able to control my emotions, then I can have a handle on my longevity of my image.
Right.
Yeah.
You see that? So each of these steps work together to give you the maximum outcome that you always wanted to achieve in your life. Each of them.
That's good, man. That's awesome.
So that's why that one is my most favorite one.
Is it your favorite?
It's my favorite because I've experienced so many times that I know years ago I would have acted completely, radically different than what I'm acting now.
Right.
And it's not that I'm a different person. It's just that I know how to control my emotions now. I'm still that same guy pretty much. Okay, but I know how to control my emotions.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
so
good, man.
Self-control is key.
Powerful
it is
stuff,
important to maintaining a powerful self-image.
That's good.
Yeah, so like, what do you do? Like, I'll give you two scenarios. Like, you know, it's like late at night, and you know you shouldn't be eating around that time. But you feel super tempted. You feel like I'm gonna mess this up. I'm gonna call Domino's. Like,
I had this night the other night.
Like how do you what would be a couple of things that people can already have? Like for example, I know that there's certain things that trigger a certain response. You know, like an alarm clock triggers people to wake up. There's also certain triggers that triggers people to binge eat or do something or act on something that they shouldn't. So when people are at that point where, you know, where they're about to make a mistake, how can they prevent themselves from acting on those things? What would be some preventatives that they can apply into their life?
Well, there's levels to that.
Okay.
But a very simple one.
Yeah.
Is that in direct relation to my powerful self-image? Is it? If the answer is no, then the answer has to be no.
That's good.
If the answer is yes, then I must do.
Can you say
in other words,
question
if I'm an athlete,
okay,
and as an athlete, I am expected to perform a certain way.
Okay.
And I'm gonna perform differently than what I am. It's not congruent. It's in conflict to who you are. So the question is that in direct relation to my powerful self-image? If it's not, then the answer is no.
Yeah.
So that's rationale.
That's so good, man. That's good.
Rationale. Then you got to go into your self-control.
Yeah.
Because for a lot of people, logical thinking loses to emotions.
Yeah.
That's because they're childlike. This is where you have to reverse it.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to have that rationale that says, I know I want to, but it doesn't. It's not my powerful self-image.
Yeah.
So the answer is no.
So that's kind of goes into the next extreme way, right? I know what it is, but they don't know. What is the next extreme way to creating a powerful self-image? And now that we have the way you see yourself, we have self-control, right? Self-control. If you're loving this,
hey guys,
man, let us know, right?
So make sure you write that one down. I think it's a powerful question to ask yourself. Whenever you feel like you're going to act on something you shouldn't, ask yourself the question which Jenny T just mentioned. Can you repeat that one more time?
Yes. Does that go directly in direct relation to my powerful self-image? If the answer is no, then it's a no. So I could feel like I want to, but see, at one point, my maturity level has to act on above my feelings.
Right.
I can feel like slapping somebody because they spat on my face. But, I want to be like, if I smack this guy, they're going to sue me. Then they're going to want my whole life. Then I might end up in jail because I will hurt them bad.
Right.
So that, my feelings lose.
Yeah.
You see, you always have to scale up or scale down.
Right.
Oh,
in life, you can be the same.
So
chunk
good.
up or chunk down.
Yeah. So that it takes maturity to do that, and I love that. I've learned so much. I keep a journal of all these things, right?
Yeah.
And that's how I was able to put this together.
Good stuff.
But I can teach it. I can share it. I can share the steps for you to feel empowered to make powerful decisions. And then that's what I love about kids, because you put that in there. Can you imagine when they're 20?
Powerful,
right?
Powerful.
So the third one,
talk about.
I love it because without this one, it's impossible to achieve anything legendary.
Ooh. What? That word legendary is just so dope.
It's impossible. Without this one, it is impossible to achieve anything legendary. It's impossible. But if you take this and you develop it and you hone it down and you make it obedient to your first two, you're going to do legendary things. Guaranteed, your life will not be average and ordinary. And don't kid yourself, because if your life is average and you're going to tell yourself, no, I'm above average, just because you say it does not mean that it is.
Right.
Okay? There has to be a measurement to that. And then, we can decide on that based on goals and dreams and all that stuff. But look at this. Discipline. It's a word that a lot of people know, but few know how to hone it down to be able to achieve legendary things.
Before you get into anything more, can you share with everybody what discipline actually means?
Yes. I made my own definition of discipline, but it was to teach kids how to understand it. Okay. And of course, it can be the same for adults, depending on where you're at. So check this out, right? Discipline is doing the things that you're supposed to do, even when you don't feel like doing them.
Ooh.
Pretty simple, right? So kids don't feel like doing their bed. Discipline says that if you don't feel like doing it, you must do it anyway.
Right.
See that? So that's at the lowest level of the playing field.
That's good.
That is.
That's
it's such a simple way to look at it.
Yes. It's very, very simple. So I don't feel like doing that. You're supposed to.
What you just said is really powerful, because when you kind of give discipline, like when you like what would discipline say? You're basically kind of making discipline kind of like a character, And what's really cool about it is that doing that, it kind of helps us step out of our own limiting restrictions, and sometimes we don't see it, you know? Kind of like the whole, like, what would Jesus do in this situation,
yes.
right? It's almost like we take ourselves off from our perspective, which can be very limiting, and then we kind of put ourselves through a new filter that allows us to act on the right thing that we know we need to do.
Yes.
That's a really powerful thing you just mentioned there.
Yeah,
Really powerful stuff.
I love it. You know, those 3 steps right there, man, are amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the 3 pistons that are gonna get your engine all the way through.
Good stuff, man.
You know,
Good stuff.
They're gonna get you there. So I'm excited about
I'm excited about too, man. He's dropping some knowledge, guys. All right, you're watching the 7 ways to become. The 7 extreme ways. 7 extreme ways to recreate a powerful self-image. We just talked about the first one, the way I see myself, right? The way I see myself. He just went over the second one, self-control, and now he's talking about the third one, which what would discipline do? You know, what would discipline do, right?
Yeah, I mean, without it, you can't achieve anything legendary. You just can't.
Without it, you cannot achieve anything legendary, right?
Can't.
Need it, man.
Legendary. I mean, when you depart from this earth, how many people are going to know, you know, what's the contribution you're going to do to your kids, to your family, to this world, right? You need discipline.
You know, just a little thing right before we go to the next thing. You know, there are levels to discipline, just like there are levels to muscle development.
So good.
Okay, so some people say, oh, I'm disciplined, you know what I mean? And you may be disciplined to that level, and that level is good enough for what you want.
Right.
But now you want to go here, that level of discipline cannot get you here.
Because it's only going to keep you here.
So it has to go to that other level. And so that's why discipline is so powerful.
Right.
And you know what? Check this out. Okay, because the next one ties into this so well. That is the guarantee that you will make it.
This one's my favorite.
Oh, please, man. I
Me
already
too.
like
This is my favorite too.
the guarantee that
I
you will
love
make
this
it.
one.
It's the guarantee that you will make it, because if you don't exercise discipline, if you don't build discipline, if you don't hone it down and control it, to the
But
point
you have
where
to fight for discipline.
you can't do it just by doing it. You know,
It's
and
a
again,
fight.
there are strategies that can help you build it and measure it to get there. But that's the guarantee that you will.
Yeah.
Okay. Without it, you know, it's also a guarantee you won't.
Mhm.
Wow.
Period. That's it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Right.
You know.
Wow.
So number 4.
Number 4, my favorite.
Is it your
Look,
favorite?
Yeah.
let me go back to driving the car. Okay. You know.
Hey, can you really quick? Can you do the whole zoom, Jace? Can you do that?
Ah.
Driving your brain to.
I
That's
just
coming
really-
back. That's coming
Come
back.
on, say it right here, please. I just want to hear.
Yeah, well,
Come on,
Please.
come on.
Zoom, zoom, driving your brain to success. So
I
that's
like that. I
that's
still love that. I
yeah.
love that. That's my
so you know, this next one is important. I'm going back to the driving thing because, you know, I talk to teenagers, I talk to younger than that, I talk to them older. Now here's a powerful thing, right? Most people live to 70, 80, 90 years old, but they die at 21.
Man,
You know?
man, write that one down.
Yeah.
I heard this when I was like 20, and I was
Yeah.
I was like studying with you.
Yes,
I always remember that.
yes,
That's
man.
good, bro.
They die at 21 because they've been beat up so much. You know, we as parents beat up our kids without even knowing we're beating them up. You know, and society beats them up, and their own thinking beats them up. So now you have to
Stinking thinking.
put on that mask on yourself
Wow.
to resurrect you from death. You know, because you've been dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so suddenly you're 25, 30 years old, walking dead,
Wow.
but you want to live.
Wow.
You have to. It's a must that you resurrect.
Wow.
And so this one, I want to give you a small example so you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So talking to these young people, they tell me what kind of car they're going to have. And they don't have $1. And they don't have the car. So you got to ask yourself, how do you think they're going to get that? Well, they believe they can. And in most cases, they do. They get it. They get 4 wheels, they're driving a car. And in a lot of cases, they get the actual car that they had said they were going to get. They do it. They plan, I'm going to go to this school, I'm going to become this, and I'm going to do that. And in most cases, they do. Why?
Yeah.
It is because they have learned one thing that they haven't expressed properly, because at 21 they died. Remember I told you that, right? And before 21, they did this so well. They were on their way to doing huge, just out of this one that I'm going to share with you right now. And this is why I'm big on this.
Oh, I love this one.
You see, you don't need to have it to do this one, because when you do this one, you already have it. All right?
Come on, just give it to us.
You have to
Say it.
celebrate the small victories. What is that? You have to celebrate, every day your success of the day.
That's good.
Because each of those little experiences prepare you for the outcome of the success you want to have. So don't measure it by, was a good day, a bad day, or this day or that, or whatever. It's an experience that you're having towards your outcome that you're looking to have. This is just an experience in preparation to receive that. And so when you celebrate it, you have it. But people say, I don't want to celebrate because what if I don't get it? Well, what if it doesn't happen the way I'm thinking? Well, what if, what that? Well, then you're superstitious. So if you can get rid of the superstition and get into the belief, into the faith mode, then you already have it. And so that's why it's important to celebrate. Can you imagine that you are already in step number 3 and you get to number 4 and you don't do that? Then what's the point of doing step 1, 2, and 3? I don't know. But if I was able to get up at 4 in the morning and that was part of my discipline, man, you better believe it. I'm going to celebrate.
Heck yeah.
Like freaking, I did that my first day and I already got that going. That's awesome.
That celebration makes you want to keep doing it.
Yes. But that's it. That brings you to the manifestation of the thought of having what you're looking to have.
Which is recreating your powerful
self-image.
Yes. You guys are getting a winning formula. Check this out. Let's hear what people are saying so far.
Please.
Because it's some good stuff here.
Thank you.
We have Robert D. Rosen, who said, achieve legendary things. That's awesome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have
Thank you.
Jennifer, who said, that's so true, JDC. Self-control is hard, but you have to.
Yes.
What is the best method one can gain self-control? We'll answer that during the Q&A later.
Yes.
But we're going to answer, put all your questions in there. Keep doing that, guys. We're going to answer all these things at the end. But I'm loving the fact that everyone is taking this winning formula, and you guys are taking note. You're getting your aha moments. I'm so happy, man. This is great.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited that you guys are here. We're super grateful, and he's going to be dropping some major nuggets, man.
It ain't over, right?
We got 3 more to go.
I'm excited. Now the next one that I'm going to share with you.
Well, first off, we have 1, 2, 3. Let's write the next one because we can't leave that one out.
Number 4, right?
No, we can't.
Maybe come in there.
It's like, ooh, if I do A, B, and C, I'm going to give myself D. Let's go. I'm like running.
You know what's interesting is that I heard another one of my mentors say that ambition. Everyone has ambition. It just needs a track to run on. And he talks about how you need to have like incentives. You need to incentivize, because us as human beings, we're actually very lazy people. And even the laziest of the laziest, like your cousin or your cousin's aunt, or like your lost cousin.
Surely not you,
right? Like they're ambitious people. They just need to have ambition. Needs tracks to run on. So the fact that you celebrate that. It's powerful to have incentives and to reward yourself is really good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's great.
That's exciting. So
I love that.
The next one I'm going to share, again, kids do it automatic. Now we need to regress back to being a child.
We had it all right when we were kids, man.
Yes, we did.
We were perfect.
Life was cool back then.
You get beat up, right? But look, kids gravitate to kids like them. is
or,
when they
or
start
what
to
they want to be.
yeah, and it's when they start to grow up that perception of what they want gets twisted. Okay, that's a whole nother issue by itself. But you know, kids begin to gravitate to kids like themselves, right? And we need to learn from that in terms of the things that we want to achieve in life. In other words, we need to become intentional about winning, because winning, there's a formula, and we have to learn how to do that. Losing, you don't really have to learn it because it's already inside of us. All right.
Yeah.
And that, again, that's a whole nother discussion there. That's very deep. Okay.
Yeah.
But take my word from it. If you want, we can do one-on-ones on this. I can talk to you about it. But we have to relearn winning because we were meant to win. All right. And we were made to be winners. All right. Yes. And we were made to be winners because we didn't have to work to become a winner. It's from where we came from that makes us a winner. All right, just like my kids have my name, they don't have to work for that. They already have it. So the DNA of winning, we don't have to work for it. We already have it because of where we came from. However, it got tainted somewhere in there. And what happened is that we learned how to lose because all the steps from before got lost in the mix.
Oh, man.
And so now you have to learn intentionally how to apply those steps into your personal life so that you can actually win. And this is what I like about it, because I can help people uncover them and take those steps to win. And I love doing that. I love discovering that. And so here it is, right? Kids know how to do that. We need to learn how to do that. So in this case, you need a support system. So you got to get around people that are doing what you want to do.
Wow.
So fitness, get around fit people, right? Success, get around successful people.
Yes.
Winning mindset, get around winning mindset people. Do run from negativity.
Yeah, for
I
real.
mean, you have to eradicate negativity. You don't have to like tolerate it. You need to eradicate it. Negativity is not allowed. That's a rule that you must have in your life. So for example, if I wanna work out, be consistent with my workout 5 days a week, I need to hang out with people or talk to or connect with that actually do the same. Because if I connect with somebody that does it 1 time a week, I'm gonna start thinking like that. So now my standard begins to drop. Very likely that theirs won't rise up to yours. Very likely. It can happen. All right. But there's a reason why iron sharpens iron. It doesn't say iron sharpens rock, right? It's iron sharpens iron. So if you want to be a world champion, you got to believe like one and act like one and then hang out with like ones like that. Does that make sense?
Wow, that's
so you cannot want to be a world champion and hang out with people that are not even thinking about training.
Right.
Ones that are drinking or
if you're a martial artist, you got to hang out with martial artists so that you can develop better.
yeah.
You know. So in this case, we're talking about our fitness. We're talking about our image. So you need to hang out with people. Right? A support system that can give you the longevity to your powerful self-image. Otherwise, it begins to deteriorate.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about that community.
Right.
You know, so that I can put my belief with, I can enhance it, grow it, strengthen it, like this table right here. It doesn't have 1 leg, it has 4 legs.
Yeah.
Right? If one was missing, it's a wobbly leg, it's a wobbly table, right? So we have to do the same thing and get around people who are fit in order for us to sustain that image that we want.
Yeah, it's controlling the temperature of our environment.
Yes.
And that's by doing that. You know, that's powerful then. So put that up there. So far, we're at 5 extreme ways to recreating a powerful self-image. We have about 10 to 15 minutes left for this webinar. We are rocking it. You guys are rocking it. You're the bomb. Like,
And we have something special for you guys. You guys stick with us through the end of the webinar. So make sure you stick with us, right? Don't go anywhere. Not only are you going to miss out on the last 2 points, but you're also going to be missing out on something that we want to give to you as our way of giving back. I mean, just as a way of us helping you get to the next level. You know,
Absolutely.
I realized that a lot of things started to change in my life recently when I started to change my mind from how can I get this, how can I get that, to thinking how can I make a difference in this person's life, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, when you start thinking this way, all of a sudden things just become a lot better, you know. Selfless thinking, I like to call it. So, yes, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. So we're right there, man. We're at the sixth one. We're at the sixth one.
So let's go to number 6. The 6th extreme way to recreating a powerful self-image. Yeah.
Now this, I'm recently very excited about.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because of the reviews I've been getting, all right? I have gotten written feedback from many people. I'm not gonna say hundreds because I haven't asked hundreds of people, but I've gotten from many people in which this pilot program is working for them, right? And the feedback has been amazing. So I'm excited about it because once you get around fit people, you want to get into SMA Xtreme workout. You know why? Because the workout is made to do several things for yourself, all right? So check it out. The workout consists of kickboxing, Krav Maga combatives, plyometrics, isometrics, flexibility, dynamic tension, agility training, and all that, right?
That's awesome.
And the format in which is used, it is made to fortify your body so well that it literally makes you feel 20 years younger.
Wow.
And you will see and feel more energetic. You will feel stronger. Your posture will increase. Your outlook in life will increase. Will be better. Your life will totally change from that because of what the workout will do for you. It is made on purpose to achieve those things in anyone. Now we have the modified version, we have the pre-extreme, and we have the extreme version.
Wow.
So there are 3 different levels, and anyone can start it here and move up here. And if you cannot do this, at least you get to try it and experience it.
Right.
You're gonna feel like a champion, right? So exercise the SMA Xtreme way.
Nice.
That's my next one. I'm excited for that because what it has already done for me and continues to do for me, and what it has done for several people already, that I have lots of proof already from these people. I got testimonials as well.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm very excited.
That's
Video
good stuff.
testimonial.
That's good, man.
Yeah, so I mean, if you are watching this webinar, you actually attend any of the Sovereign Martial Arts schools, right? And you have no idea what the extreme workout is. You know, I encourage you guys to ask anybody at the location a little bit more information about SMA Xtreme, right? And for those who are watching the webinar and you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. But there will be a location near your town pretty soon.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And soon it'll be able to be at your fingertips, and you can do it from the comfort of your home, which is awesome. So really, really important that the next step, you're not only doing all of these things, but you're exercising specifically with SMA Xtreme workout, okay?
Extreme.
It's designed for you. It is designed for you guys. So
and at any age, at any fitness level, at any point in your life, no matter where you are, no matter what your limitations are, no matter what your age is, no matter what your health is, this exercise will work for you completely.
Yeah, man. So let's move on to the next extreme way. The last but not the least, we are wrapping this whole thing up and putting a bow on it later.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this one is powerful too, okay? And you know, I named this one Elevate Your Thinking. And there's a reason for that, okay? In my ideas, right, or thought process, right, I always have a line here like that, okay? And above this line is everything I wanna achieve in life and be like in life. And below this line is everything I don't wanna be like in life, nor do I wanna hang out with anyone in this area here. I can come down and help, but I will not stay there. Okay.
But it's only to bring them up.
Correct. All right. So elevate your thinking, because from the moment that you set yourself out to do something great and legendary in your life, to actually getting it done, doubts, fears, sabotage, corruption of company, you lose perception, you lose perspective, you become doubtful, depressed, you feel, what's the point? In other words, you lose vision of your own life. And so when you elevate your thinking, you see you're above all of that. All you're gonna see is, yes, I can.
Yeah.
Look what I've done. Look where I'm going. Look who's with me. Look at the help I have. Look at the team that's around me.
Wow.
Look at the people that are doing it.
Wow.
Look at all this. And you go back to that about the car. No teenager I know in the right state of mind ever has told me, I don't know if I'm ever going to drive. I don't know if I'm ever going to get my license. I don't know if I'm ever going to get a car. 9, so I don't say 10. 9 out of 10 will say, I can't wait to get my license, because when I start driving, I can't wait to get my car. And before they have it, they're totally excited, pumped up, sharing it with everybody. And in their mind, they're so high up here that they're already driving it.
Wow.
They know what they look like. They know who's going to be with them. They know where they're going to go, the first place they're going to go. They know how it's going to smell. They know how it's going to taste. They know how they're going to feel. They know how cool they're going to look. They know how energetic they're going to be. They don't care that driving kills people.
Dude, that's crazy.
At all. Why? Because that will be below that line.
Right.
Wow.
That's what the doubt, the fears are.
Wow.
So when you elevate your thinking, you see, then you get to live up to all of these here and get to your legendary things in life.
That's beautiful, man.
It's your powerful self.
And that is
This is
number 7.
This
Keep
is how
your mind
it's-
above.
You should do that exercise,
Yeah,
by the way.
you
Actually
should do
write
it.
everything.
Yeah, write
You
it
know what I
down,
mean?
man. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know this to be true, like exactly what you're saying, because I was able to manifest a car while I was in jail. Like, it's, you won't believe it. Like, I was like, you would think that I cannot make money from jail, but I ended up figuring out when I was there. It's my past, you know. Anyways, I'll tell you guys later about that. But it was crazy because obviously in jail you can't make money. If you could, they give you like a penny a day. But I somehow wrote a letter to the guy who's in charge of another facility, which was called Workers Release. I got sent to that facility and then I got a magazine where every night I open this magazine and look at this car, look at the car, look at the car. And then I figured a way to get my dad, to work with my dad, to have him pick me up from the Workers Release. And I was literally making money as I was still in jail. And then when I got out, I got the car.
That's crazy.
I got the car.
I got the car.
There's always a way, right? If you keep your mind above, okay, you can do it. If you put your mind below, you're going to have struggle, right? So that's why I named that one, elevate your thinking.
Man.
Keep your mind
Elevate it.
above.
Dude,
There's a reason why your brain is on the top and not at the bottom. Right? So if you go down, just know that you're not supposed to be there.
So
All
good.
right?
That is
So it's
awesome.
up to you. Everything is up and above.
Good.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Good. That was so good. Put that 7th one right here, right? Because I just want to make it complete here. But that was good.
That was
There's
so
a reason why your brain's on top, man. That's beautiful. I've never heard anyone say that. That changed my life just now.
It is said that all you need is one word to change your life.
Yeah, man.
Never look for 20, just one.
You know, that's so true. Like
Wow,
when I read a book, there was a time
That's a
when
great statement.
when I read it, like you know how people like oh, I read a chapter a day or something like that. And I'm like,
Like
I
a Bible or
literally
something?
no, like a book.
Oh, okay.
Like I literally read until I get that one thing. And it could happen in a second. Like I could open the page and just like, I'm like, all right, I got my read for the day. You know what I mean? Or it could take a chapter because I haven't gotten it yet. You know what I mean? But it's so true. Like just that one word. That's all you need.
That's so good.
So,
That's so good.
So
You know, I want to meet you if I don't know you, and I want to help you get to where you want to go.
So let's do
by
this.
step by step.
You know, let's do this, JDC. They have everything here. You guys are here. You wrote it down. You heard the 7 extreme ways to recreate a powerful self-image. You got it all down. but there's probably one thing that you're thinking of. And right now we're going into the Q&A. So start putting your questions in there. We'll have JDC answer them, or any of us answer them.
Yeah, yeah.
Answer them, you know. But I really want to know, you're probably wondering, well, how do I take all of this and implement it?
Absolutely.
You know, maybe one out of these 7 things you're thinking to yourself, I don't know how to get my hands on that. Is it the discipline? Is it the way you see yourself? Are you not able to overcome that? Is it how do I get my hands on the Xtreme workout? Is it how do I keep my mind above? Help me with these things. Whichever it is, you're probably wondering, how do I do it? So what would be the next step for them? What do they need to do?
Simple. Schedule a discovery call with us.
Right.
Because, and that's free, all right?
Yep.
And what that's gonna do is gonna help us help you uncover. So that's what's called discovery. We're gonna uncover to discover where you're at and where you wanna go. And we're gonna help you step by step how to get there.
And that's so powerful, guys. Look, listen, number one, I just want to let you guys know that we're running on a tight schedule, right? So number one, the spots are very limited, okay? Number two, okay, we didn't open up a lot of spots to begin with, which means that the people who are on this webinar right now watching this, you guys have the opportunity to literally lock in that spot. It's not going to cost you anything. Well, online, it is going to cost you your time, right?
Hey, by the way, I just a PS right there. One guy that I'm helping, true story, okay? This is true story, all right? One person that I'm helping through this, right, already came to me and said, hey, I've already gotten a raise on my job and they offer me a bigger position.
Yeah, that's true.
On my job. I want to say thank you.
Wow.
Like that's
awesome.
This is so, and if you're in business, you know what? Look, I applied to me and I've been through hell and back. And right now, to most people, I'm going through hell. But you know what? Praise God, because I'm not in hell. And I'm telling you, I go through. Like, this is
What?
There needs to be a movie.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's going to be an amazing movie. So yeah, make sure you click that button below, lock in your discovery call. And when you do so, hey, message us. Let us know you did it, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're excited for you,
Yeah,
okay?
put it in the comments. Don't just message. Put it in the comments.
Put in the comments, yeah. Put in the comments, right? And the thing that he said back here, right? One of the principles he went over, the way I see myself, right? Or whenever you're about to make a decision, right? You know, one of the best ways to kind of do a self-assessment is not just doing one for yourself, but when you have another person who's doing it for you, because they're able to see certain things that you're not able to see. And sometimes, right? Like Les Brown says, you know, there's 3 kinds of people: people who are winners, people who are losers, and people who just don't know how to win. They just don't know how to win, and they just need the right coaching, right? Whether it's to achieve your fitness goals, whether it's to achieve a raise in a position in a business like that young man that you talked about, right? Whatever the case is, guys, right? Creating a powerful self-image like what he just shared with you, super powerful, super beneficial. There's like 1,000 and million reasons why you should click that link below and schedule that discovery call, all right? It's a free discovery call, and you're gonna get the opportunity, right? We can't promise you, but you might get the opportunity to actually speak to JDC JDC Square, okay? So make sure you go ahead and do that right now and click on that link and lock in your spot. Lock in your spot. It's our way of saying, our way to give back to you guys.
Yeah. In the meantime, let's answer some questions here. You know, here's what some people are saying. We have Jennifer who commented again, said, "Yes, baby, winners. The losing makes you be a better winner." And then Heather said, "You guys are doing great. Little JoJo is listening. I love motivation. So glad you guys are listening. So glad you're having a great time." So, you know, Jennifer had a question earlier. She said, self-control is hard, but you have to. What is the best method one can gain self-control?
the best method one can gain self-control.
Yes.
This is beautiful. Well, I go by a principle, okay? And the principle, I said it earlier, is feelings are meant to be felt. That's what makes us humans, right? But they're not always meant to be acted on, all right? I totally live by that, all right? So once you understand that, then you go to the next thing, which is, you know, rationale. So you have emotions and your rational thinking. One of them is gonna win the battle, all right? One of them, okay? And so, for example, a very simple example, if you're angry and you want to just curse at somebody or say the wrong things. I mean, today I was with somebody and they were so upset and they told me, should I send this message? And I was like,
Oh,
no.
Don't do it.
Because, you know, for a temporary release of your emotions, you're going to create long-lasting damage.
It's going to open up the floodgates.
And you can't take it back. So once you understand that, then you have to know rationale, okay? And then you need to make an assessment and then have a decision. Now that needs to be trained to be able to do it fast, day in and day out. Because day in and day out, people will upset you and life will do it and things won't go your way and your own thinking becomes thinking and all those issues will come and all of that. So you have to go by those principles. And once you do that, then you'll be able to make powerful choice that will last a lifetime for the benefit of you and others.
Well, I also think that to help you with self-control would also be, you know, to wait before you make a decision, wait before you do something that you know you really shouldn't do, or like, I'm gonna, since we're talking about fitness and stuff like that, is don't eat that bowl of popcorn now, you know, now. Wait a half an hour to see if you really still want it. Like, there's another way to help with the self-control.
Right. That's awesome, man. I love this. This is great. So we have another comment here. Let me find it. Here's another question. With our busy schedules, how can one plan to be more disciplined?
Oh, beautiful. Well, you know, it's a matter of priorities. Okay, there are 24 hours, and this is a cliche talk.
Right.
All right. 24 hours for every human being in the world. Okay, there are 24 hours for you. There are 24 hours for me. Everybody has 24 hours, and we're all busy. Okay, but the idea is not to be busy. The idea is to be productive. And so when you have priorities, you begin to prioritize your life. You start to exchange the busy stuff with the productive stuff.
That's good, yeah.
And so according to the goals that you have, I drew it like this one time for people when I was doing certain trainings, is here's me, okay? And here's the vision, okay? See that? And so here are the goals. See that? If my actions are not in direction to my goals, then my goals won't go towards the vision. So therefore, everything I do has to be in direction to my goals.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'm wasting my time. And you know, life is short, time waits for no one, and you don't have time to waste.
That's right.
So therefore, it's a priority question. How do you prioritize your discipline, right? With all the things that you gotta do. So I'm not trying to be insensitive. I just wanna give you a heads up that your actions need to be in direct relation to your goals, which take you to your vision. And those actions need to include everything that's important to you.
Absolutely.
For your vision.
Man, that's awesome. Hey guys, remember to click the button below to apply for your discovery call, right? Make sure you do that right now. If you're watching on your phone, you're gonna have to exit out of the video for a second. So just click exit and then click the button, apply and schedule it, and then you can get back on, all right? In the meantime, we're gonna let the questions keep on rolling for a little bit, for a few more minutes. So if there's any more questions, then just please put it in the comments below. But I do believe someone did just schedule their discovery call.
Awesome.
And for Monday, so we're gonna find out who that is so we can congratulate you.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so we just wanna congratulate whoever that was.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. That's exciting. We're excited. So there's no more questions or comments right now. I did refresh it a few times. But hey, go ahead and again, apply for that discovery call. Congratulations to the person who just scheduled one. We're so excited for you. I'm sure they can't wait to beat you guys. You know what I mean? This is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I have to say, I'm really excited about this. You know, it's always been my passion to help people and to watch their transformations. Because, you know, in the martial arts school, in the dojo.
Yes! Go ahead.
Okay.
We just cracked. You know, we just like cracked it.
Yes, I did. I saw it.
I'm thinking I've been looking at it.
Yes,
That's so good.
Go ahead, keep going.
So it's always been, you know, good for me. Like before I got into the martial arts field, I was a hairdresser, you know, cosmetologist. So seeing people transform immediate has always been a part of my life, you know, and now that I'm not in that field anymore and I've come over to the fitness world, to the martial arts world and stuff like that, is you see transformations in children. You see transformations in adults. You see transformations in teenagers when their brain just like clicks into high gear and you're like, and you get to witness that. That is so powerful. And then when you see somebody who's injured or aging in an illegitimate way, like not in a good way, and you're seeing their body reform, like my mom, you know, just she had osteoarthritis and now she doesn't take pills, she doesn't take high blood pressure medication. She doesn't take pills anymore for her arthritis and stuff like that, you know, and it's because of the training that she's been doing for the last 6-7 years. You know, and she's 68 years old. So to see that transformation and to see her go through her life like that, it's awesome. I just love what we do.
Yeah, man, that's exciting. Hey guys, we appreciate you so much. We just want to say thank you for being here for the 7 extreme ways to recreating a powerful self-image. This is one of many webinars to come. We're excited.
Yeah, so for those who joined, okay, for those who decided to, for those who joined this webinar with us live, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be sending out, okay, we're gonna take this entire webinar, because I think this webinar is worth at least, I know originally the value was $97, but I think it's worth $997 and even more, because like he said, it only takes one word to change everything for you, right? So what we're gonna do is we're basically gonna repackage this, we're gonna break this into pieces, break this into steps, okay? And then we're gonna be giving away a free membership, okay, where you can literally go and go in the membership, okay, and literally if you just want to be reminded from one of these principles, one of these steps, you can just play it, whether you're in the car, you can play it while you're hanging out with your kids, right? Yeah, so we're going to be giving away a free membership site, so make sure you're on the lookout for your email, and make sure you're on the lookout on your phones. We're going to send it through those 2 ways, okay, because this is our way of saying thank you. And again, if you still have not clicked the button below, we have like a couple spots remaining because people are taking them up, but make sure you do so, okay? It's you know, I once heard that whenever you want to change, there has to be a public commitment, an action that follows it, because if not, it's really, you didn't change much. You just stood here and you just listened, right? But if you really want to change and create your extreme powerful self-image, you have to take action on that. And the action that we're asking you to literally take your index finger and literally just scroll to the bottom, or you're on the phone and just press the green button that says apply for the discovery call, okay?
Absolutely.
Promise you the discovery call is gonna be worth every single second of your time. It's gonna be amazing, okay?
Yes.
So make sure you do that, click the button below now, schedule that discovery call.
Absolutely, and we apologize if we could not get to everyone's questions. We have reached our time, and we can't wait to do this again, give you our gift, and see you guys on the next one. We love you. You've been the bomb. Like tick, tick.
Boom! Real quick, what's your name?
JDC.
Oh, JDC.
JDC Xtreme Workout.
Yeah,
Sandra Lee.
Follow CQ. Pow! Low.
You already know.
Let's go.
Hello.
All right, guys.
I love you guys.